Breaking news: Yoona and Chae-min officially addressed dating rumors. What they said shocks everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Tonight, we bring you a breaking story that has taken the entire Korean entertainment world by storm. It's official: Yoona and Chae-min have spoken out for the first time about their dating rumors, and their response has left both fans and media in disbelief. For weeks, whispers about the unexpected connection between SNSD Yoona, one of Korea's most beloved stars, and the rising young actor Chae-min have flooded social media. What began as innocent on-screen chemistry has evolved into one of the most talked-about real-life pairings in K-biz history. But what is the truth behind their relationship? And why did their response cause such an uproar across Asia? Tonight, we uncover everything, from the viral dispatch photos to their long-awaited public statements and the emotional reactions that are shaking the internet. From on-screen romance to real-life speculation. It all started on the set of the romantic historical drama Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. The show's premise, a love story between a young king and a noblewoman, already promised emotional chemistry. But what no one expected was how real that chemistry would feel. Yoona, known for her elegance and emotional depth, played her role with effortless grace. Chae-min, 10 years her junior, stunned audiences with his intensity and sincerity. Every shared glance, every gentle smile between them felt natural, too natural to be just acting. Fans began to notice subtle details that went beyond the script. Behind-the-scenes footage captured Chae-min offering Yoona his coat on a cold filming night, holding an umbrella for her between takes, and standing protectively beside her when crowds gathered on set. To some, it was simply respect, a younger actor showing courtesy to his senior. But to others, it was unmistakable affection. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "That's not acting. You can see it in his eyes. That's love." The fandom exploded overnight. Edits of their interactions went viral on TikTok and YouTube, racking up millions of views. Some fans even created mock wedding videos, labeling them Korea's next power couple. What began as playful fan shipping was about to turn into one of the most explosive entertainment stories of the year. The airport incident that changed everything. The turning point came weeks later, after Yoona's overseas fan meeting in Vietnam. Late that night, paparazzi cameras caught something unusual at Incheon International Airport, Chae-min waiting quietly near the arrivals area. When Yoona appeared, he smiled softly and gestured for her to walk ahead. They didn't hug, they didn't hold hands, but the intimacy in that small exchange was undeniable. That one smile ignited the internet. Within hours, hashtags like #KeminUnidating and #YoonaKemin were trending across the globe. Fans flooded online forums with theories. Were they returning from a secret trip together? Was he picking her up late at night to avoid attention? Why would he wait for her if they were just friends? Dispatch, Korea's most notorious celebrity news outlet, began monitoring their movements. Social media was on fire, with millions of posts speculating about whether a real relationship was forming behind the scenes. The silence from both sides only fueled the flames. Breaking their silence. The press conference moment. Then, everything changed during a recent press event for a new project. A bold reporter asked the question that had been hovering over the entertainment world for weeks. "Are you two really dating?" The room froze. Cameras clicked rapidly as fans watching live streams held their breath. Yoona looked calm but visibly amused. She turned to Chae-min with a gentle smile and said, "We knew this question would come sooner or later." Laughter rippled across the room, but tension remained. Chae-min smiled back, a quiet, almost nervous chuckle escaping his lips, before responding, "We're very close, that's true. She's someone I respect deeply, and we share a lot of memories from filming." Then, after a deliberate pause, he added the sentence that broke the internet. "We're not in a relationship, at least, not the kind people think we are." That line, "not the kind people think we are," immediately exploded online. Was it a denial? Or a hidden confession? Fans decode the meaning behind his words. Within minutes, the press clip spread across TikTok and YouTube. Fans slowed the footage down, analyzing every glance, every micro-expression. "He didn't say no," one top comment read. "He said, not the kind we think." That's a confession in disguise. Others disagreed, arguing that the two were just trying to protect their privacy. Still, the moment became one of the most re-watched entertainment clips of the year. Meanwhile, Yoona added gracefully, "Chae-min has always been kind to everyone, not just me. He's professional, caring, and I'm grateful people enjoyed our chemistry. But I hope these rumors don't overshadow our hard work." Her tone was calm and diplomatic, but fans noticed something small. She referred to him by his name Chae-min, instead of the formal Lee Chae-min SSI, a detail Korean fans quickly pointed out as a sign of closeness. Media and public reaction, shock, support, and speculation. As soon as the interview aired, news outlets across Asia released breaking reports. Yoona and Lee Chae-min addressed dating rumors. Not the kind you think. Fans decode Lee Chae-min's cryptic comment. Yoona's smile that launched 1,000 theories. Online, netizens were emotional and divided. Some were thrilled. They look at each other like they've been together for years. If this isn't love, I don't know what is. Others urged caution. Maybe it's just friendship. Let's respect their privacy. Still, the undeniable truth was that their chemistry was too strong to ignore. Even non-fans admitted that the way they interacted, natural, playful, and warm, made them one of the most compelling on-screen duos in recent memory. On international forums, people dubbed it the softest denial in K-biz history. Insiders later revealed that both stars had known about the growing rumors for months, but they chose silence to avoid adding fuel to the fire. However, when fake paparazzi photos and fabricated wedding rumors began circulating online, their agencies allowed them to finally address the issue themselves, leading to that now iconic press conference moment. Agency statements, and the public skepticism. Shortly after the event, both stars' agencies released nearly identical statements. Yoona and Lee Chae-min maintain a close friendship built on mutual respect. We ask that the public refrain from spreading unfounded rumors. But the public wasn't convinced. One viral comment on Naver read, "If this is friendship, I want a friendship like that too." The remark captured what millions were thinking. The line between friendship and romance seemed impossibly thin, and the two stars had done nothing to make it clearer. Within 24 hours, the clip of their exchange had surpassed 5 million views on YouTube, with fan edits overlaying slow-motion footage of their smiles and lingering eye contact with romantic background music. Behind the scenes, what insiders reveal. Staff members from Bon Appetit, Your Majesty have since shared glimpses of what it was like behind the camera. According to one production assistant, they were always together during breaks. Sometimes they shared meals, sometimes they just talked quietly. It was very natural. Nothing forced. Another insider revealed that Chae-min once stayed behind late to rehearse a difficult scene with Yoona, helping her perfect the emotional delivery even though his part had already wrapped for the day. You could see how much he cared, not just as a colleague, but as a person, the staff member added. After the drama ended, the two reportedly kept in touch. Staff spotted them exchanging small gifts and cheering for each other's new projects. Whether romantic or platonic, one thing was clear. Their connection didn't fade when the cameras stopped rolling. A fandom that never sleeps. On TikTok, fan accounts dedicated solely to the Yoona Chae-min couple now post daily updates. Every matching bracelet, every similar Instagram caption, every overlapping schedule is analyzed in detail. Hashtags like #YoonaMean, #YoonaLeeKeeman, and #KDramaToReality trend weekly. Edits of their most tender moments continue to attract millions of likes, often accompanied by comments like, "They don't need to confirm it. We can see it." Even major media outlets have acknowledged the power of their fandom, describing it as one of the most dedicated in the industry. A community built not on scandal, but on admiration for a connection that feels genuine. Why their story resonates. What makes Yoona and Lee Chae-min's story so magnetic isn't just the mystery, it's the sincerity. In an industry often filled with orchestrated publicity stunts and calculated PR relationships, this one feels real. Their story isn't about secret hotel meetings or controversy. It's about shared laughter, quiet moments, and genuine warmth. Fans aren't drawn to gossip, they're drawn to humanity. One entertainment columnist wrote, "Their chemistry blurs the line between fiction and reality. Watching them, you can't tell where the acting ends and the truth begins." Perhaps that's the secret to why people care so deeply. It reminds fans that even behind the glamour of celebrity life, real emotions still exist. The ripple effect in Korean entertainment. Yoona's openness and grace in handling the situation has earned her widespread praise. Known for her professionalism and humility, she continues to set a standard for how Korean stars can balance privacy with honesty. Meanwhile, Lee Chae-min, born in 2000, has become one of the most talked-about young actors in the industry. His gentle demeanor and respectful attitude toward Yoona have earned him admiration not just from fans, but also from older industry figures. Together, they symbolize a quiet revolution in K-entertainment, one where love, respect, and authenticity can coexist without scandal. What's next for Yoona and Lee Chae-min? As of now, both stars have returned to their respective projects. Yoona is reportedly reviewing offers for a new film, while Lee Chae-min continues to rise as one of Korea's most promising next-generation actors. But whenever they appear at the same event, whether on a red carpet or a variety show, all eyes are immediately on them. Every shared glance becomes a headline. Every laugh becomes a story. And yet, neither has shown any sign of discomfort. They seem at ease, as though they've accepted that whatever their relationship truly is, it belongs to them, not the public. Conclusion: when fiction becomes reality. Yoona and Lee Chae-min's story has transcended rumor. It has become a cultural moment, a reflection of how modern audiences crave authenticity over drama. They didn't deny. They didn't confirm. They simply spoke truthfully, with warmth and respect. And in that honesty, they gave fans something far more valuable than a headline. They gave them a glimpse of real human connection. Whether they are secretly in love or simply share a rare friendship, one thing is undeniable. Their bond has changed how people view celebrity relationships in Korea. Because sometimes, the most beautiful love stories don't happen in scripted dramas. They unfold quietly, between two people who understand each other beyond the cameras. And perhaps that's why the world can't stop watching Yoona and Lee Chae-min.